Bezat Hashem, we're back here, the Limud and David Chai, B'siyata Dishmaya. Today is already the Wednesday night, the 4th of Kislev, not March Nishmat, Shem Rachem. Okay, we're in Kislev now. By the way, tonight we're starting Barech Aleinu, to be very careful, to be cautious, not to make a mistake. If you didn't make a mistake, and you realized after Shemona Esrei or after you started Retzeh, the halacha says, according to all opinions, you have to repeat the Shemona Esrei. If you reminded before, you started the Retzeh, and you say the 10 Talmud Matar, the words before either before finishing Shema Koleinu, or before starting Shema Koleinu, or after saying Shema Koleinu, before you start Retzeh, you could say the 10 Talmud Matar, and you're Yotzeh without any difficulties. But if you already said the words Retzeh, from that means you're already in the third last brachot. You are obligated to stop and restart the whole Shemona Esrei again. Hopefully this time you won't miss it. Let's go. Okay. Anyway, so tonight we're Wednesday night, like we said, going into Thursday, the 5th day of the week of Parshat Shabbat Vayetzeh. Siata Dishmaya, we're continuing from yesterday. So we said Ubishat Chag. So now Mishnah Berurah is going to tell us how is this, where's the allowance to daven Arvit or earlier in the time of the Mincha time, like the last hour and a quarter of the day. So he says, and Shulchan Aruch told us, Ubishat Chag, right? There's a Shulchan Aruch or Ramah. Let's see one second. Yud Aleph, Siv Katan Yud Aleph. It is Ramah, right? Sounds like Yud Bet. Okay, Ramah. No, still Shulchan Aruch. Ubishat Chag Yachol Litpalet Tfilat Arvit B'Mplag B'Mincha or Mala. So since most people don't pray today, this Arvit before Shkia, this is obviously talking before Shkia because the hour, the quarter before nightfall. Mm-hmm. So there is allowance. So let's see, what does that mean? You see, the halacha is telling you clearly, Shadat Chag. I don't understand what's Shadat Chag of Shabbat. I zero understand that yet. Okay, remember, we're still trouble by that. Let's see. Retzono Lamar. So Rabbi the Chafetz Chaim is telling us the following. Retzono Lomar is coming to tell us the following. The af im darko tamid leitpalel mincha achar plag. If this is to teach you the following, even though, like we do, we always pray mincha after plag. We always daven mincha after 10 hours and 45 minutes of the day. Mm-hmm. We daven mamash close to shkia. That's our normal thing. Mikol makom yachol leitpalel tfilat arvit gam ken bezman hazeh. Here's where the Sfaradim are lenient. Not like Ashkenazim, right? Before plag, after plag, right? All those things that they play with. Here, Mishnah Berurah tells you that if you have to daven Arvit, you could daven both of them at the same time without any problems. If you have to. What does that mean? ומכל מקום, אין להקל בזה רק אם על כל פנים באותו היום יתפלל מנחה קודם פלג, אבל אם באותו היום גופה יתפלל מנחה אחר פלג, שוב אסור לו להתפלל ערבית קודם הלילה. No. So he says like this. It all depends. What is your standings? What if he just told you that you're allowed to pray Arvit after Plag Mincha as long as today you did not daven Mincha yet? You didn't daven Mincha after Plag. You daven Mincha earlier, way earlier. If you daven Mincha at 3:30, that will be 2.5 hours, or that time, anytime before that, before Shkia, no problem. But once you got, he says to you, Asur. The Mishnah Berurah tells you, Lechatchila, it's Asur to daven Arvit in the hour and a quarter preceding Shkia, sunset, as long as you also that time frame, today you prayed Mincha. It could be you davened yesterday Mincha at that time. Today you davened Mincha Gdola, you went to Koilel, and then you come and you daven, now you want to daven at 4:23, right? 4:22? Plag Mincha?
Oh, Plag Mincha.
Mincha is 4:22. Now you daven 4:23 Arvit, no problem, because you daven Mincha Gdola, whatever, you did Mincha earlier. But it says it's asur. Listen to this language. It's telling you asur lechatchila. Asur lo litpalel arvit kodem halayla dehave. Listen, you there with me? You don't know what. Put that aside. In the 5th line, dehave tarte de sitre beoto yom gufa. Because here you have the stira, you have contradiction of the schedule of the daily schedule prayers. Because if you're praying mincha after plag, so that means you're saying, now it's time for Mincha. How dare you, at the time of Mincha, now daven also Arvit? That's stira. You're soter in the reality. Sometimes you're allowed if you did earlier, if you're not contradicting, but if you're contradicting out loud, it will be asur, says Mishnah Berurah. V'chol ze im mitpalel bichidi. Whoa. What I just told you, it's specifically person, individual basis. אבל ציבור שיתפללו מנחה וכשילכו לביתם יהיה טורח לקבצם שנית. This is where our heter is. But if, like we do today, we pray mincha with the community. This is what we just now said. You're home. You're sick. Whatever the person is, whatever the reason, he has a heter not to daven in a shul, right? He has a heter. Yeah. That's something. I gave a whole speech, a whole schmooze. I gave a whole schmooze today about not learning of the phone calls, but Zohar is calling. I can't say no. I can't. At least he's calling, Yeah. Okay. So he says like this. That if there's so here's the heter, Zohar, you just missed it, but I'll repeat it quickly because we're just in the middle of the topic. What is the heter of us doing what we're doing on Shabbat? Mincha and Arvit together and plaga mincha, especially in the summertime. We daven mincha, plaga, that time we daven mincha and Arvit within literally a few minutes apart, right? Just say lechadodim, bye-bye, Kabbalat Shabbat, and okay, well, another 15 minutes. But still, you're still in before even Shkiyah sometimes. So what's the heter? He says the whole heter, yichid, a person by himself is not allowed. At home, a person is sick, is praying by himself, he has to wait. But if a person is with the community, and since a community members is very hard to gather them together or back, send them home, now gather them back, go find them. Ain't nobody coming back. And this will cause that there will be no minyan with the tzibur. There's a connotation. There is special thing about tzibur tefillah. So if you're gonna cause that, everybody could go home and daven Arvit by themselves. Technically speaking, why not? Right? Arvit is the Rabbanan, most Rabbanim. There's a lot of kulot about Arvit, but we want the community. We want the tzibur to daven. So
this is b'diavad.
No.
Because we're a community and we cannot get people.
It's not b'diavad.
No,
once it's a need. He tells you it's not to be batel to tfilat tzibur. It's not b'diavad anymore. Tzibur is lechatchila. The tzibur is the best thing in the world. What's the difference between b'diavad and lechatchila? B'diavad is okay, you did it. Tzibur is like wow, tzibur. Like for instance, what's the difference between you get $1,000 check and you get $1 million check? That's the difference. With a prayer with the tzibur, it's $1 million compared to $1,000 check. That's what exactly we're trying to say. That's lechatchila. That makes it lechatchila. The fact is that it's tzibur makes it lechatchila. Okay. Because that's the spitz of tefillah. You're praying with a community. It's a big thing. We can't. There's nothing could put that down. Hikilo achronim shemutar להתפלל ערבית סמוך למנחה. What's again? אבל ציבור, ותתבטל תפילת הציבור לגמרי. hikilo achronim shemutar להתפלל ערבית סמוך למנחה. Here the rabbis have been lenient because of the element of the community. The members praying together. It's out of this world. Especially, you have to understand that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is mevater, not mevater, he's not even angry as much at these people, even if, let's say, they do idol worship, but they all live together as a community. Hashem loves that. He said, what are you going to do? They're misled. Hashem has all the experience, because He loves one thing above everything, is the community. Okay? So in this case, there will be, rabbis will say it's allowed. Number 4, look at the Ish Matzliach before you go.
So you're saying that all the idol worshippers, as long as they're all in harmony and peace?
Yeah, Hashem loves them. Can you imagine if Hashem loves them in harmony, even though they do idol worship? We who don't do idol worship, and we have peace between each other. Can you imagine what we get out of it? Mm-hmm. What blessing we get from Hashem for that?
Huge.
No wonder you think, why you think all of a sudden these Jews are becoming zillionaires. Become billionaires, from what? Because that's the hashpa'ah of Hashem. He loves this. He loves this. We're not, people don't take it for granted. There are many times Jewish people didn't have wine at home for Shabbat. The Gemara talks about it. There's so many times we had such an instance where there is no blessing at all.
They were like kings.
Okay, that means what? There's community element. There's element of community. Here's Chafetz Chaim is pointing that out to you. There's a very important element. I'm telling you, if I could just sit here and talk 30 minutes just to give shmuz on that, how important is tefillah but tzibur, it's kedai. I'm telling you, it's worth it. But right now, because we're in the rush already, we're still in Siman Sif Aleph for a while already. So let's just try to finish it up. I can't stress enough. I'm talking, listen to me. I'm a person who is, my body is not 100% unfortunately here, there. Sometimes I pray at home. I have no choice. But again, I have a leniency. People don't understand. I have a leniency. I'm a sick person. The Shekhinah is with me at the time when I want to pray. Here, we have to understand when you have zero element of being we talk about what, unfortunately, my leg is dropped still. My hand is not functioning. My back sometimes kills me. So there's a lot of excuses, right? I don't stand in Shmona Esrei because of that reason, right? But still, I can't stress enough. Sometimes people say, Rabbi is talking. He doesn't come to shul himself many times. Yeah, I don't. Many times I don't feel good. I have kidney stones issues. People, you understand, Baruch Hashem, they pronounced me dead 5 times. And I survived. All my organs died. My oxygen level was 2 or below. 2% and below, Habibi. There's no reason why I'm still alive today, Baruch Hashem. So, but don't look at me, what I do. Listen to what I'm saying. There's an importance. Tzibur, community prayer is a very, 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 very beloved by Hashem. So Lior says, so it makes it vidyavad. No. You're going to say, look at the Mishnah Berurah. He says, hikilu. Maze hikilu? They were more lenient. So what you see, many times we learn the word hikilu, it means leniency. Yeah, leniency means what? B'diavad? No. When it comes to tzibur, it's not b'diavad. Finished. End of discussion. And tzibur, community prayer is above everything. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he desires it. Okay? Let's see what Ish Matzliach wants to send. Number 4. וכן כתב בבית יוסף שכן נהגו העולם וסמכו על המקילים. This is the again, you want to tell me that if the mekilim would mean b'diavad, the whole world is doing it. We are taught, and many times you heard from me, never follow halacha b'diavad lechatchila. We don't follow halacha for leniencies, for b'diavad to make it. That's the car of the halacha. Chas v'shalom. We always strive to be lechatchila, and then we get b'diavad. But here, the word mekilim does not make it b'diavad. It's making it. But that's the way world today is revolving. That we follow the lenient opinion, but that doesn't make it b'diavad. Ayin sham. As Beit Yosef pointed out, ve'ayin od bebach u'bekaf ha'chaim. Both say the same thing. Mikol makom. En nahon linhoken. As it says, however, it's very important not to behave in such a way to pray Mincha and Arvit at the same time in the Plaga Mincha. וכן משהו מדברי מרן כאן שהשמיט מנהג העולם בזה, ולכן יש להתפלל ערבית בצד הכוכבים. So he says the best thing, the best of the best of the best of the best. Now, does it sound like he's making it a b'diavad? No. He's just telling you, if it's possible, if the kahal accepts this idea, what we have over here, Baruch Hashem and David Hai, and you have many shuls over the world. You have this beautiful concept. After Mincha, there is drashot, and sometimes the rabbi could speak a little longer, and you know what, you fake to it people, you make it sound like you're going to speak for 2 minutes, like you're ending the topic, and it's like every 30 seconds you're ending the topic. You know that, right? You know how it works. You know how to do that, Zohar? You ever experienced that? You feel like he's ending in 30 seconds, and it's 30 minutes already. That's the way
I have a big mouth. You haven't heard me yet.
Baruch Hashem. So that's amazing. So that's what says Ish Matzliach. The best thing is if you could postpone it and if you could do things around, no problem. Go ahead. Wait till after Shkia. If not, okay. That's not making it b'diavad. That makes it lechatchila. Tzibur minyan tefillah, but tzibur is always lechatchila. Don't let anybody fool you. Continue in Mishnah Berurah, and after number 4 over here. Vayen lekaman b'siman resh lamed. Okay, so he ends off with Yud Aleph. Yud Bet. We're in Sif Katan Yud Bet in Mishnah Berurah. Mincha achar kach. Okay, so what is that? That is now going on Rema, right? So Rema says. ולדידן במדינות אלו שנוהגים להתפלל ערבית מפלג המנחה, אין לו להתפלל מנחה אחר כך. However, says Rama, listen to this, Rama, this is out of this world. He tells you that according to Ashkenazim, I think French, technically yes, there is a Gemara by Friends, the Tosfot, the Tosfot and Mesach Brachot actually discuss this fact that Ashkenazim pray Arvit before Shkiyah, after Plag Mincha. And that's Tosfot over there. Before Shkiyah even. Yeah. Because they say over there, Uldidan, this is the language of Tosfot if I remember correctly, and we just repeat Kriyat Shema after a nightfall. Uldidan, and like we who pray early in the shul, and then we go home, and then the Tosfot, that's if I forbade him, I don't remember exactly the words, but I remember the Tosfot used the word Uldidan, and according to us, we in our community who pray before nightfall Arvit, it says go there. It's talking about the chiyuv of Arvit Kriyat Shema at night. Okay, Tosfot says it, Rashi says it. So here we see Rama says, not unlike today, by the way. Today it's totally different. If you go around all over the world, like I've been traveling from left to right, Ashkenazim are very meticulous today to pray Arvit, to start Arvit after Tzedek Chavim. Very careful, yeshivot, whatever you want. But looks like the Rishonim and the Rama also says, according to their custom, is to pray Arvit before Shkiyah. Okay, so he says, therefore, Mincha should not be prayed after 4:22 today, ever. Or b'shalat chag, okay, or b'diavad. So he said like this, Mincha,
right after Plagamin?
Yeah,
not allowed.
Mincha should not be daven after that because we daven Arvit before Shkiyah. Says the Rama. That's the language of the Rama. And today it says, and then it said that Mincha achar kach. So now, let's see what Mishnah Berurah says about that. Retzono lomar, the meaning of Rama is the following. Afilu biyom acher lo yitpalel mincha achar plag. It doesn't matter when. He says, it doesn't matter when. This is the way that we pray. We don't pray after plag mincha ever. Kivan de tamid machazik oto zman lizman tfilat ha'erev. Because he holds that once you established plag mincha for your tfilat arvit, you cannot do mincha anymore. Afilu im bidato beoto hayom litpalel ma'ariv achar tzedek chavim. Even, says Maran Chafetz Chaim, he says, out of this world, even if you have intention that you're going to daven what? You're going to daven Arvit after Tzedek Chavim. So what is he suggesting? Since Kei Plag Mincha, what I'm learning from here, that he should daven Arvit twice. Once Klamas Plag Mincha, and he didn't daven Mincha, he's not allowed to daven Mincha, so what now? Let's see the reason why. If he did it by himself, he pushed it off on purpose, he's not allowed to daven Mincha, right? He's not allowed to daven if he did it on purpose. If he did it on mistake, honest, Rahman Pater, therefore he could do Tashlumin. There he could do Arvit twice. If he did it by mistake, in the incident. But if he did it on purpose, let's say he said, I'm going to daven late, I have time, hey, it's 4:22. Now you missed it. 4:22, I'm talking about the winter time, after the start of the Mincha, that's what it means. So that even if you haven't, you're going to say, let me daven Mincha now with the Minyan, with the Tzibur. So now the question is, how do I know if Chafetz Chaim is not talking about the Yechid over here? Maybe with Tzibur, now what? We're going to tell him, don't daven with the Tzibur? Very strong, it's very strong, very hard to understand it. How is it not? Mishnah Berurah is telling the person, don't daven, but the tzibur is davening now, so why can't I daven with them? I came to shul 5:15. Yeah, I daven always in what's his name, Koilel. The Koilel, Hollywood Koilel, daven mincha early, right? Yeah. So now I missed it. Whatever, I don't know, whatever happened. Now I want to daven. You know what? At 2:30 I realized I didn't daven. I want to daven. So you tell me it's better to daven yechid? I can't find a minyan. It's better, according to Mishnah Berurah, would mean that he wants me to daven yechidut because I have this prevalency to daven always with the koilel. Is that what Mishnah Berurah was saying? I'm asking a question, wake up. Yeah. What is he telling you? Is that what he's saying you?
Wow.
Is that what he's telling you? Don't daven by yourself? What?
He's saying daven by yourself mincha gedolah?
It sounds like it. Listen what he says. Let's say I missed mincha gedolah by mistake. I realized koilel I daven 2 o'clock mincha. Now it's 2:30. I'm just painting a picture. According to Mishnah Berurah, he says that Rama is very strong, enforcive. If you always daven the mincha gedolah by the koilel 2 o'clock. Very nice. Now you missed it. It's 2:30. You realize you missed it. There is almost improbability you're going to find a mincha before Plaga Mincha. Yeah. Nowhere in Florida you're going to find it came out, unless maybe there is somewhere at 3 o'clock. I don't know. I never heard of it. No. Okay? And Baruch Hashem, I have...
Now there's 1 o'clock to base Mordechai.
What time?
2 o'clock Kolel.
Yeah.
Base Mordechai what?
2:30 is Neis Faradim, no?
2:30. Let's say 3 o'clock he realized there's no minyan. He has still, till Plaga Mincha, hour and 22 minutes. According to how...
By Rabbi Shrek, 3:45.
The what?
By Rabbi Shrek, there's 3:45 every day.
Okay, he realized this guy is gonna throw with me anything. 4 o'clock. He realized 4 o'clock. He didn't daven mincha.
Rabbi, I'm the minyan guy. Yeah?
Very good. Good. We covered all the bases now. 4 o'clock. Is there a minyan at 4 o'clock in Hollywood or in South Florida? 4 o'clock mincha.
Young Israel is plug.
Plug. Good. So they daven by plug.
Before plug, yeah, right before plug.
Oh, Young Israel has before plug mincha. Okay, there's no excuses. But okay, good. Zohar, you just killed me. Okay.
Still, if the guy is used to praying mincha Gedolah every day, let's say at work,
Right.
he's gonna forget.
No. He's not gonna forget. He's gonna listen. He has a chobah. According to Rema and according to Chafetz Chaim, he's obligated to go find a minyan.
Yeah.
But let's say he's in Orlando, Florida. I don't know what's going on in Orlando. Okay, let's say in Massachusetts, somewhere that there is only 3 shuls. There's one shul that he prays always Plag Mincha, and then the next 2 shuls they start always like we do 5:15, which is 20 minutes before Shkia. They start Mincha.
I thought you were gonna say one shul that he goes on Shabbat, and the third shul that he doesn't go.
Okay, whatever. I'm not, all the jokes aside, Zohar. What do we do? Is the Ramah telling him he should daven Yechidut now at 3 o'clock when he realizes that he's skipped his Mincha because if he cannot daven Mincha after Plag Mincha? That's my question. I don't know yet. Let's see. Let's continue. י' ג' מנחה אחר כך, ובדיעבד או בשעת חג יצא, אם מתפלל מנחה עד הלילה, דהיינו עד צאת הכוכבים. Oh, here's going to resolve our question. Here, it's good that you have somebody like me who drive you crazy, because right now, Chafetz Chaim is going to touch this topic. He says, however, Ramah says, however, in the time of an event of a difficulty of completing this task I just gave you, there is a matter you still could pray mincha before nightfall. So let's see. Mishnah Brura. So here's the scenario we just painted. You're in some hick town. There's only 2 shuls. One shul by you daven by mincha gdolah, and in the second shul they daven only before shkia. What do? So Retzono Lomar in Yud Gimel. Okay. Retzono Lomar the kivan shu shat chag. Okay, Zohar, listen, I hate this that you're not here, unfortunately. We love you, present. But if this is going to be like a normal thing, take a book. So this way, at least you have the Mishnah Berurah with you. We have over here, I brought 2 more. So we have 6 over here. I brought 3 actually. Okay? So, but as long as you know, it's labeled our yeshiva's name, so it's fine. רצונו לומר, דכיוון שהוא שד עד חג, מותר לו להתחילה להתפלל מנחה בשעה שנהג עד היום להתפלל מערב. He says, since there is no other options for him, we're not going to tell him to go down and be Yechidut. Because remember what we just told you, that the tefillah b'tzibur, the prayer with the community, is greatest of all. So obviously, it's a joke. What do you mean? You tell him to go pray by himself? Go pray with the minyan at 5:15, even though that's not his minhag. כבר כתבתי בסעיף קטן, I already explained י"א, יש לו להיזהר שלא להתפלל אז מעריב רק אחר צאת הכוכבים. So I already explained it to you that in this scenario, when this happens, he usually prays Arvid by Plaga Mincha. But now, since today he messed up and he has no other choice, he davens Arvid before Shkiya, davens Mincha before Shkiya, and Arvid he must wait till צאת הכוכבים, till the stars come out. אם לא שהוא בציבור יהיה תורח להקבצם שנית ושנלכו כל אחד לביתו. However, even in this case, says the Maran, Chafetz Chaim, he says the same way, if the person will not daven with a minyan, he can't find a minyan after the Chachamim. After stars come out, there is no minyan everywhere in town. He should pray with the community, even though he's going to be soter himself. Even though he's contradiction, he has the problem of contradiction, because remember, prayer with the community is above all. Prayer with the community even means 10 people or more. Okay? Yud Dalet. Let's see. This is the last Siv Katan in this Siv, and we'll start hopefully tomorrow with the Siv Bet in Resh Lamed Gimel 233. Okay. Let's see. Yud Dalet. The Haino Atzet Atel Kochavim. So you should wait till. He could even wait. He could still pray mincha till the stars come out. What does that mean? Lav davka. It really doesn't mean that. The erech reva shah kodem tzedek kochavim bevadai. So Mishnah Berurah clears it out for all. That no, it doesn't mean you should daven 1 minute before stars come out. It's talking You should stop your prayer 15 minutes before stars come out.
15 minutes before?
Yeah. בין השמשות הוא, because it's לכולי עלמא, ואין להתפלל באותו זמן. Listen, 15 minutes, that's going to be the cutoff time. So let's say today, Shkia is 5:29, right? So it's 36 minutes, 6:05, it's what? It's the earliest 10, right, Jonathan? 6:05 is going to be 30, what is it?
Minus 15 is 550.
6:05, 3 stars.
Yes.
So 6:05 is 3 stars. So you should complete the prayer of Mincha latest by 5:50, according to this opinion. But
Complete meaning Bamidah.
everything, no, that's right, complete Amidah, yeah. And Chazara also, what are you talking about? אלא רצונו לומר, סמוך לזה,
That's a good question. I always wonder that, like, if you
Yeah.
finish, is it the whole tefillah or
Yeah,
is
the
it
whole
or
tefillah, the
right
whole
after
tefillah.
Shemona Ezra?
yeah, the whole tefillah, but the Shemona Esrei is the Ikar, Aleinu Shabbat is not, nobody's going to tell you, don't say Shemona Esrei, Aleinu Shabbat. Let's say you got 550, you finish your Shemona Esrei, 550, good.
Yeah.
Good.
You is the Shmones.
Yeah, but you still say Aleinu Shabbat because that's the siyum of the tefillah, it's not a problem. The problem is making brachot levatala, Yonatan Avadia. Problem over here is saying brachot levatala when it's asur. Aleinu Shabbat does not have a brachot levatala, so it doesn't matter when you say it. But what's his name? But brachot levatala is the ikar. That's the trouble. That's where the problem is. That means according to this opinion, the 551, if you say brachot of Shmoneh Esrei, of Mincha, it's brachot levatala. Safek brachot levatala. So why would you do that? Okay? וכן איתה בדרכי משה Okay. So now there's number 5 in Matzliach. Quickly. Ayen, it doesn't matter. No, next.
Oh,
V'da.
it's small.
Yeah, it's not in there. It just tells you go look somewhere else. The same opinion. ודע, דאב המחבר והרמה, משמע דליקדן, דנוהגים להתפלל ערבית, מעריב אחר צאת הכוכבים, מותר להתפלל מנחה אפילו אחר שקיעה עד סמוך לצאת הכוכבים. יש פוסקים רבים שחולקים בזה, ודתם שתפילתם המנחה היא רק קודם שקיעת החמה. So he says like this. It's that it's obvious from Maran, Shulchan Aruch, and Rama both that you could pray mincha after Shkiat HaChama. But according to most opinions and the late commentaries on the Torah and Halacha, they all tell you do not daven after Shkiat. There's a big machloket. So Ish Matzliach wants to correct mincha after Shkiat. Yeah. So he says like this. Listen to Ish Matzliach number 6. וכן הוא בהדיא דעת רב ניסים גאון בתשובה הובא בשו"ת מהר"ם אל לשקר עיין שם. So it says ניסים גאון also, the Rav Nisim Gaon also said that you should not pray after mincha. But again, we are not talking about where you're setting a prayer specifically. Yes, Hasidim they have actually in the schedule to pray mincha after shkia. We don't allow such a thing. That's it, that's the halacha. We don't allow it, but if it's done, it's done. Not a problem. And again, you can't go on side of the shuls of Hasidim and protest, and you cannot put them down. You cannot put people down when you see right now. We're learning that it's perfectly legit. Their prayer is perfectly legit. The Hasidim that pray, they even schedule prayer for community prayer half an hour after Shkia. It's also fine, right? Because don't forget, in New York, 45 minutes for Shkia. So if they do it 30 minutes, up to 30 minutes, they could pray. Okay? Yeah. Now, okay, but let's go back to Chafetz Chaim. He said you must stop 15 minutes before. He said lechatchila? No. Because lechatchila, the halacha says until Tzedek Kochavim. Chafetz Chaim is suggesting it's not appropriate. It's not like, what are you doing here, right? Why are you waiting so long? But let's say they did it. Yishav Hasidim, mamash, I've seen the shuls. The shuls, they daven mincha right up to Tzedek Kochavim, and right after Tzedek Kochavim, they daven, what's it, Arvit. I've seen those shuls. And you know, your heart is boiling. You know what they said to this person? You know what? Yeah. Go to 7-Eleven across the street and buy yourself a cold drink. Halas. Okay, here's the halacha.
I missed something. What's the problem of praying mincha right before tzit and then praying arvit after tzit?
No. Because Chafetz Chaim is telling you it's preferably that you stop 15 minutes before tzit. Okay? And he tells you also, most Achronim hold that you should not even pray after Shkia Mincha. By the way, this is our prevalent custom today.
Yeah.
We're very careful about that.
Hasidim hold what?
Hasidim, they hold halacha. Shulchan Aruch, the Rama says yes. Hasidim don't follow the Achronim. Leave us alone. We have Rishonim. What do you want from us? They have what to lie to. You cannot be upset with them.
Yeah.
Hiddish. Here. Baruch Hashem. It's good that we're learning these things. Because when Baruch Hashem we interact with Hasidim, I have brother-in-law who is a Chassid, so don't worry. my sister's husband. Okay. ולכן, לכתחילה צריך כל אדם להיזהר, להתפלל קודם שקיעת החמה דווקא. So, it says in Chafetz Chaim in his beautiful, diligent way, it's appropriate to daven before שקיעה, דהיינו שיגמור תפילתו בעוד שלא נתכסתה השמש מעינינו. A person should pray Mincha before the sun disappears. ומוטב להתפלל בזמנה בחידוד. Listen to this. Wow, this is a חידוש. It's better to daven בחידוד מלהתפלל. No, this is Mishnah Berurah. It's better to pray single-handedly מלהתפלל אחר כך בציבור. Wow. A person has a scenario. 5:29 is Shkia. Hasidim call the minyan for 5:35. So he has a choice. He either pray before 5:29 by himself to finish the Shemona Esrei, or daven with this community of Hasidim. The rabbi is saying, pray by yourself. That's a chidush.
Yeah.
That's a chidush. Now let's see.
I've seen Ashkenazim.
Number 7. You want to see what Matzliach says about it? So he says like this. Ayen b'shut yicha v'da'at. Look inside number 7. Look at the Rav Ovadia. What does he say about this? שעדיף להתפלל בציבור בזמן בין השמשות. No such a thing. Rav Ovadia is saying no way chozer. Chafetz Chaim, we love you, but no such a thing. Remember I told you, stress of tzibur is out of this world. How can you even say such a thing? Pray by yourself, but don't pray with the community. Okay, so Rav Ovadia says, pray by the community better. בזמן בין השמשות, in the time of this period, מאשר להתפלל ביחיד קודם של שקיעה, unheard of. To pray by yourself, עיין שם אולם. However, says איש מצליח, עיין מה שכתבנו בהערה שבסוף הספר, לעניין דעתנו עדיף להתפלל ביחיד קודם שקיעת השעה, וזה יוצא ידי חובה לי בכל יחלמה, עיין שם. However, איש מצליח, or Rosh Yeshiva of Yeshivat Ish Matzliach does not agree with Rav Ovadia, and he says, no, it's better to pray in time than to pray late without on time. Even by yourself. Listen, Rav Ovadia, who's going to cholek on Rav Ovadia? But who's going to cholek on Ish Matzliach? We are learning from Ish Matzliach books. So he's telling you, so you have it both ways. What would I do? Good question. Okay, I'll let you know. Hopefully never get there. Hopefully never get there. But yes, I actually did daven like Rav Ovadia Yosef. Many times. I daven Hasidim many times.
What, to pray with the minyan?
With the minyan after Shkia, yeah, not a problem. Yeah. Over here we did it many times.
Yesterday, I realized 5:36. I realized, oh my God.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, we did this before. We didn't have a minyan until 5:32 the other day.
Yeah.
We started Shemona Esrei 5:32. Which is after Shkia. We do that all the time. Okay, well, we follow Rav Ovadia. Next, ובדיעבד יוכל לסמוך על דעת המקלים שלהתפלל לאחר שקיעה עד רבע שעה קודם צאת הכוכבים. However, בדיעבד, if you didn't have a choice, you could rely on those opinions to daven until 15 minutes after שקיעה. So איש מצליח also adds something here. We're going to answer soon. היינו שסומך על דעת רבנו תם שאחר שהשקיעה הוא יום עד קרוב לשעה. Wow. You know why it's allowed? Rabbeinu Tam. Remember Rabbeinu Tam? It gives us a lot of time before Tzedek Chavim, and his Shkiat HaChama is different, so everything is fine.
Rabbeinu Tam 6:40.
Okay? He's holding in Israel. He holds 58 minutes and a half. In Israel, 58 and a half minutes after Shkiat HaChama is Tzedek Chavim. Wow. Okay, gentlemen, let's just... Yeah, wow. כל מה שיכול להקדים, מחויב להקדים. So again, says Mishnah Berurah, all this is nice and dandy, but if you are able to, why are you pushing it off? כדי שלא ייכנס בספק בין השמשות, don't go in that period when there's a lot of מחלוקות. אכן, אם כבר נראו כוכבים שכבר עבר זמן מנחה בוודאי. However, when you see the stars already, once you saw it, you cannot see it. If you saw the stars, then you can't unsee it, you cannot daven mincha anymore. וזהו סימן לילה. It already shows the sign of light all night. כמובן כל זה בסימן הזה. We learned already in סימן 293. עיין שם, נקודה במשנה ברורה, ביאור הלכה, אך כל זה בדיעבד, הוא שעת הדחק לגדול. But if it's a very, no other option, אבל לכתחילה בוודאי אין לאחר זמן המנחה עד אחר השקיעה. The best of the best is not to pray after שקיעה, דאבן מנחה earlier, וכל שכן שיש להיזהר מאוד שלא יהיה לאחר עד סמוך לצאת הכוכבים, and obviously don't push off if it's in your hands. Hasidim actually don't follow this Mishnah Berurah at all. On purpose. They will pray after Shkiyah and they will do things after Shkiyah all the time.
In the summertime, I was with my wife in North Miami Beach. I'm running. I told her, I'm like, oh my God, Arvid, I gotta pray Arvid. I'm not gonna be able to catch a minyan later. I run into Hasidim.
זה דווקא מלכה.
I run in. They finished. They're doing Kaddish and they're starting Amidah.
וואו, starting of Mincha.
I finished Arvid. And then
They're doing חזרה.
They were doing Chazara.
Oh my gosh, this guy is good. I love it. Gentlemen, well, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow we'll start Siv Bet. B'siyata Dishmaya. Thank you for joining.
So that's